Hello everybody, welcome back for more Sonic Adventure. I kind of cut it at an awkward spot last time so we could get these cutscenes here. Last time we cleared Red Mountain, now we almost lost the egg carrier, but Tails to the rescue with his Tornado 2.
Tails, I'm glad you're okay.
I want a flashlight.
Ready to roll, champ? Let's go!
Roger! Best of friends. You know, Sonic, you could strap yourself in. This is Sky Chase 2. The controls are the same as the first time. The main difference is there's more enemies and we've got darker cloud cover. Also, there are more traps on the egg carrier. However, I think the Tornado 2 might have slightly more health.
So far, so good!
Hope you know what you're doing.
You bet! Watch this! Transforming now!
Whoa!
Let's do it!
So now we have the Tornado in jet mode. This does absolutely nothing. No, really, it's just the same as before, it's just the Tornado looks a little different. Also, that was the flattest laugh I have ever heard. You know, it's really sweet that Tails remembered to include a Sonic grabbing claw in the Tornado's transformation, since he knows very well that his friend does not like seats. I mean, seriously, every time we've had Sonic at Sky Chase like stage, Sonic is either walking on the wings or perched on the tail. Okay, this is pretty heavy. Yeah. Right through the underside of the ship, variable gauntlets of traps and mines. Takes place pretty easily though. So, Tails specifically included something that would make sure Sonic was secure while the Tornado transformed. First order of business is making sure that we wreck the traps, because it's very hard to aim while it's spitting balls at you. Also, apparently I cannot dodge blades today. Oh dear. Okay, this is bad. This is bad. Anyway, what you need to do is just, when it opens up, shoot. And what you do here is you just mash one of the action buttons so you're using the regular cannon fire instead of homing missiles. Not bad, that's one of my better runs.
Yeah, not bad.
thing.
What's that?
There's no landing gear in this mode.
That's kind of a bad thing to forget. You could shift it back, but I guess you're just gonna crash. Click to the ground. Wow. That's pretty technologically advanced.
This thing is
Tails.
really
Oh,
huge.
It's just on its nose.
No time to talk now. We need to find Amy.
Yeah, so let's look for the creepy stalker girl.
You're right, my friend. So here we go.
Sonic, did you have too much caffeine? It looks pretty intact. That was a fairly soft landing for... How did I just took the model and put it on its nose. Anyway, stick to grass, we just bounce on forward.
Don't get too many ideas, you fools! You haven't seen the power this vessel really has! Get a load of this!
Get a load of this. You'll be hearing a lot of that later. They reused some voice clips. It's painfully obvious.
Oh, wow! It's changed shape. Did you see that?
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Darn. This makes it harder for us to get to the bridge.
I hate it when he doesn't
Sonic
listen.
gives him. That's the
I
one
bet you weren't
perfect moment
expecting
of
this.
expression.
The only way you can get to me is through the sky deck. I doubt if you can figure this one out.
Oh yeah? Well, I'll show you. Bring it on.
You know, if the Eggman keeps chewing scenery, maybe he'll just,
This must be the way to the sky deck.
Yes, thank you, Sonic. That wasn't painfully obvious at all.
Whoa!
Anyway, this is, Sonic's, penultimate, action stage. It's also one of the tougher ones for reasons that actually have nothing to do with its difficulty. There are occasional nasty camera glitches and some weirdness with the physics on the tracks. Also, don't think I have in recent memory managed to clear that last thing and gotten the shortcut. So our main thing here are these rotating drums. I jumped at the wrong time and gone to the void. This will happen a lot. The other thing is those cannons that will destroy sections of walkways. Thankfully, the stage and future stages also... I'm not going there. That kills me too many times. This stage and future stages are pretty generous with the 1-ups. If you do not move forward through that, it's going to be pretty tough. Because there's things to keep you repelled on the... Yeah. Basically, it forces Sonic to go fast. And if you hit those... Also, the physics on these are quite bad, and I tend to take an alternate route, which is simply jumping down. Anyway... Spaceballs on a ladder. Diabolical. And sometimes I have to wonder about Sonic's constant adrenaline rush craving. If that happened, I would be screaming. keep his grip. But then again, I guess he's been doing this for... Is it 20 years? A little over 20 years of the real world time now? I think that's a better gauge than his dubious canon age. The Sonic Generations shows him as a really young kid, and that's... that implies that Sonic's been fighting Robotnik since he was little. And that's a little weird to think about, you know? It's got some weird implications there. These are the things that keep me up. Now, there actually is... If you can... whenever you can go into person mode and get a better look at this. You look at this... They're very, very hard to read, but because of the low res textures, but it says something like Sonic ADV. Okay, I really can't read this, but I know dangerous action. Very exciting on the and Sonic is mad at me because I'm letting him idle. The ground is yes! Launch a rocket into the cannon.
Strong winds will blow you off course. When the ship increases speed, hang on to something.
So yeah, that's the main gimmick of this part of the stage. Occasionally the winds pick up and if you're not holding on to something, you will be blown in that direction. You can destroy these cannons, just homing it, jump on them. And they fall apart very dramatically. Also, you can lock on to the handholds with your home attack, which can sometimes be a problem if you're trying to lock on to something else. Absolutely not, totally not a entire wing of the egg carrier falling off into space. Yeah, that's not working. Nope. And you know, Eggman, I think you need to fire your subcontractor. Anyway, here we need to destroy a cannon again, but it's rotating, so it's a little harder, and I just destroyed it both first try. So this part of the stage, the ship is tilting, and it changes, it goes from tilting left to tilting right. This was a funky game. I should see if I can come across a version of the original Japanese release I can put into a emulator so I can show you some of the Sonic Adventure Director's Cut. The version I'm playing fixed some of the bugs, but the original Japanese release was actually brushed out, and so it shipped with the problems. Not glaring problems, but it needed a little polish. And so the American team actually spent some time between the Japanese release and the English release, which was a little later because of the later launch of the Dreamcast. It wound up being one of the launch titles, and produced a bug-fixed but still with some issues version, which was later put back into which was later imported back to Japan and labeled as Sonic Adventure International. Now, this section of the stage is interesting. The ship has gone vertical. Things are falling out. And so you just need to climb ladders, or swing on the monkey bars or whatever. Find the spring, bounce yourself up to the next set. It's not that hard, but it's easy to fall off and have to do it again. Come on. Also, the physics are really weird in this part. I probably should have... Oh, shortcut. I didn't know about that, actually. So I'm assuming in the ship's normal orientation, this is meant to be some support structures. Scaffolding. Yeah, the physics around that switch are very weird for some reason. And now things are not exploding anymore. The ship's righted itself, and there's the capsule. Oh, hi, Tails.
Yes! Yeah, not bad. Is that it?
It might be, but let's check out the bridge.
Oh, hey, it's an eggmobile. Camera glitch. Anyway, this is the little area, the interior of the egg carrier. We can't get into any of these areas. They're mostly intended for other characters. And the monorail isn't functioning. Yeah, there's not really much to see here right now. The best thing to do is hop into here and let it carry you up. And there's Amy and Eggman.
Ah, they're too late.
Not the birdie!
Criminal kidnap of Avian. Your list of crimes is long, Eggman.
A Chaos Emerald!
Gaze in awe at my
No
magical
way!
emerald with levitating powers.
Be gone, all of you. This is all I really need. Gamma!
Not to be confused with the member of Orange Island. Sorry, joke.
Get rid of these pests! Show them what you've got!
Aye, aye, sir.
And don't disappoint me, or else...
So, this is our fight with E102 Gamma. This is another character fight. This is our first exposure to him. Oops. No, not intentional. He can hover around. But his main attack is he will try to lock onto you. And if he hits you with his gun, it's bad. This is what I get for running around like an idiot trying to show off. So, just smack him. Unlike Knuckles, he's always vulnerable.
Resistance is futile.
After the second hit, he starts to hover. After the... Okay, after the first hit, he starts to hover. After the second hit, he goes into wheel mode, which lets him move faster. Presumably in order to keep up with Sonic. And he's trashed pretty easily. Eggman makes his boss cheap.
Stop it, Sonic!
And Amy jumps to defend him. We'll see why
Step
later.
aside, Amy! Out of my way!
Sonic is of course incredulous.
This robot is my friend! He helped me! Don't hurt him!
Okay,
And
Whatever
Sonic
you
just
say.
doesn't want to get into this fight today.
you must have your reasons.
Hey, the ship is losing altitude!
Well, it was breaking apart in the sky deck.
Hurry, Tails! Take Amy and get out of here!
Well, what about you?
I guess things are getting
I'll
quite
find that
catastrophically
Eggman and
wrong.
put him out of commission.
You run off over that way, but you actually might get respawned over here. Everybody's still hanging around, you can talk to them.
Are you okay?
Amy at least shows some concern after all of the pain she's put you through.
Auto recovery system activated.
Gamma isn't much of a talker.
The egg carrier's losing altitude.
And Tails ever so helpfully informs you that the ship is crashing. Anyway, this isn't where we're supposed to go, but I want to show up. This is a little folk house where Eggman can lounge with a pina colada and one of the deck chairs. High flying and luxury. We'll come back to this door later. What we're supposed to do, actually, is go over here.
If I'm to continue, I need to change this ship back to its original shape.
And Sonic states the obvious
There
with
must be
dramatic
a switch somewhere on the bridge.
angles.
I've got to find it now.
Anyway, this is not the switch. However, it is the switch that lets you get to the switch. Swanson rings. Spawns you up near the ceiling and lets you glitch out there for a moment. But just hop on Eggman's overly ostentatious command chair, and it rolls backwards or forward. Anyway, I get off it so it doesn't roll backwards. Hit this. Mission accomplished. And these last few episodes have been running longer than I thought. I'm gonna have to put the box battles after this in another video. So, apologies for the lack of the proper outro last time, but check out my blog at tossupsinthesnow.tumblr.com. Got that right. And I will see you next time.